Kevin is at 2 o'clock.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi, Kevin.
I know about your daddy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
I don't know about you, but I sure could use a hug right now.
Me, too.
Oh.
You smell a little bit like Daddy.
That feels great.
Kevin, so sorry about Lucy.
I know. It's a tough time for everyone, but we're gonna be okay.
Well, now, how was the park?
It was nice. We went to the fountain where Daddy and I used to pitch pennies.
You must miss your daddy very much.
I do. And I miss Lucy, too.
She loved you so much. She said you were the most special little girl in the whole world, and she said that you filled her life with joy.
She told me that, too. Grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you asked me if I wanted to do something special for the memorial? Well...
Yes, remember?
I do. I know that Lucy picked out the dress Mommy was buried in, so I want to pick out stuff to put in Daddy and Lucy's coffin.
I think that's a very nice idea.
I also want to give Daddy my Serena power ring. I meant to give it to him before he left, but I forgot. That way it'll be like I'm with him when he's gone.
He'd just love that, I'm sure of it.
I also want to give him Dirty Kitty. I meant to give it to him. Well, Lucy gave it to me, and I want to give it to Daddy. That way it's from both of us.
I think that's a terrific idea.
I have something for Lucy, too. Lucy made this for me when I was still in her tummy.
Yes, I remember, because I remember teaching Lucy how to knit.
I want to give it to Lucy to thank her for being my almost mommy.
You know that Lucy felt the most important thing she ever did in her life was to give you life.
Grandma, are you crying?
Yes, sweetheart. Yes, I am, but you know what? Sometimes it's okay to cry.
I got an idea. Come with me.
What? Wait a minute, what are you going to do? What?
To separate us once and for all.
Oh, no. What if you miss?
Well, if I miss, one of us bleeds to death.
Oh, you know what? I like being cuffed to you. I think it's rather cozy. I really want to stay cuffed to you.
No.
Please, I want to stay.
No. Now, listen. You know how many trees I cut down in Canada? All right? Now, just don't flinch, and you'll be fine.
But given the situation, I think I'm going to flinch.
No, you won't.
Oh, boy, I hate this. I really hate this.
Just close your eyes. Open your eyes.
Is there any blood?
None.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now, we're free at last.
You do swing a pretty mean axe there, pal.
Thank you. This trunk is relatively new, so maybe there's some other stuff hidden around here.
Okay, let's split up, look around. I'll meet you back here in a jiffy.
Okay.
Okay, kitchen. I'll find the kitchen.
Tell you what, I will go into the pantry here.
Oh! I found some cans!
Are they empty or full?
Oh! Ooh! I have something you want. Applesauce and pineapple.
Applesauce? I got something you need.
What a team. Oh, I'm so hungry. I've never been as hungry as I am right now this second.
All right, here we go.
Hey, listen, after we eat, I found some stuff you might want to look at. Some guns and knives, a net or something back there.
Alligator poachers. We'll get that stuff later. Okay, here we... The ladies first.
Oh, thanks. Here.
Come.
That's right, Julie. Keep looking for that loophole. Only you know it's going to have to be big enough to drive a truck through it to get you off. I suppose you know all about law. From your days as a hooker. I bet you spent more than one night in the tank. Hey, your mother did time. Now, is she the one who taught you how to turn tricks? My mother was arrested for defending herself against an attacker. Oh, what'd she do? Defend herself by stabbing a pen into his heart like you did to my father? You want to know what your father thought of you, Julie? Oh, I'm not interested. I know why. Because you know what he said. He said he was very disappointed in you. Why should I believe a word you say? That's right. No, I remember now. I remember Bennett said that you were nothing like your brother. That you were mediocre at best. Shut up. Is that why you killed him, Julie? Is that why you killed Buddy, to knock off the competition? You shut your filthy lying mouth! Shut up! Oops. Did you lift something? Give me my pen back. You know, speaking of pens, isn't it odd that Bennett, your father, bought you and me the same pen? Mistress, daughter. You know, I'll bet they were probably having like a 2-for-1 sale or something. Give me the pen! No! Now! Let go of my arm! So, let go of me! Just give it now! Give it! You stabbed me! Oh my God, I didn't! You grabbed my arm! You wouldn't let go! Oh my God! Guard! Guard! I need a guard! I'm bleeding! I need a guard! Help me! I am bleeding! You stabbed me! You stabbed me! I need a guard! She stabbed me! You stabbed me! Julie, calm down! Exert pressure on the wound! Don't tell me what to do!
Whoa, ladies. What's going on here?
She stabbed me! No, I didn't! Yes, I need medical attention. I'm bleeding! No, she grabbed my arm! You're a liar!
Give me that pin.
Okay.
Come on.
Serena's upstairs. She's dictating messages to Scott and Lucy into a tape recorder. Is that healthy for her to keep dwelling on all of this?
It's good she expresses herself, sure.
You're positive? Oh, thank you so much.
Gail, what is it?
What's wrong?
I just can't believe it. That was the coroner, and he said the dental records do not match the bodies.
You mean that it wasn't Lucy and Scott on that plane?
No, it wasn't.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, of course. It makes perfect sense. Lucy said she would be on the plane, so it's natural that she wouldn't be.
Where are they now?
Well, they're in Central Florida, I guess.
But they haven't called. And who else would have Scott's plane?
I don't know. I mean, I was so happy, and now I'm really beginning to worry.
Well, let's just get down there. Let's get down to Florida right now.
We can't, Karen. I mean, the coroner said that they are evacuating everybody down there because there's a hurricane on its way there, now.
The apple sauce was good. Pass me the stale crackers.
This is the life. No rattlesnakes, no scorpions, no lizards that I've seen.
No gators, big or small.
Right? Barely any spiders left, and we're warm and getting drier.
And we're divorced.
Very funny. Our tummies are pretty full, and I think things are finally going our way.
Oh, come on. It's all right. Just the wind,
Scott, listen to that. It's more than the wind. Oh my gosh, what is happening out there?
Eve, I have incredible news.
What?
Lucy and Scott's dental records didn't match.
They didn't match?
They didn't match whoever went down in Scott's plane. It wasn't them. The Florida coroner's office just called the Baldwins with the news.
My God. Scott and Lucy aren't dead.
Now, it's too early to say that. It's not a good sign that someone else was flying Scott's plane. And we haven't heard a word from Scott or Lucy.
But if they weren't in the crash, then we still have hope. Oh, God!
Hey, break it up.
All right.
When's the last time anyone heard from them?
Scott sent a distress signal over Central Florida, and then nothing.
He must have landed safely, because otherwise he would have been in the crash. So that means that we have to look for them in the spot where they last radioed from, right?
That's the plan. Eve, you're being held here as a material witness. What's with all the security?
I'm almost too ashamed to tell you.
Did you try to escape?
No. Julie and I had an argument.
You saw Julie.
We were in adjoining cells, and she had this pen that she dropped. It landed over on my side of the cell, and I picked it up. We started fighting, and...
What?
Somehow, she got stabbed.
Somehow? Eve, you mean you stabbed her?
I didn't mean to. No, we were just wrestling with the pen.
Well, how is she?
She'll live. But unfortunately, now she's going around telling anyone who will listen that I tried to kill her. Eve tried to kill me.
She has a puncture wound. I'm not sure how deep it is.
Eve aimed for my heart, but she missed.
Well, why did she do it?
Eve and I were fighting. I lost my temper and said some terrible things.
That doesn't give her the right to stab you.
And when I dropped my pen, instead of giving it back, she stuck it in me.
Okay, look, Julie, I need you to relax, okay? I need to look at that wound.
First my father, now me.
Okay, all stitched up. Everything looks good.
Feeling okay?
A lot better. Thanks.
What about a chest film?
Well, it's just a superficial wound, Frank.
Would it hurt to order one?
No, not at all. Julie, have you had a tetanus shot in the last 5 years?
Oh, I have no idea.
Doctors can take care of everybody except themselves. 1 DT coming up, and I'm ordering a chest x-ray.
Oh, thanks, man.
You know, you're lucky. This could have been a lot more serious.
Well, I backed up when I saw the pen coming at me.
Good reflexes.
But I had a horrible flash of what my father must have felt like when Eve was coming at him.
You know, I never thought Eve did it before.
That shrine to the dead in her closet sealed it for me.
Well, I would have bet the farm on Ramsey.
Now, Ramsey may not be the killer, but he helped Eve cover up, which makes him an accessory.
Listen, do you have any idea what could have motivated her? I mean, it wasn't just your father. You know, there are 4 people that were killed, and the average person on the street isn't a killer.
You should be able to figure that out, man. Aren't you an expert on killers? As I understand it, that's what the Mancuzis are. Murderers and thieves.
Well, I made the choice not to follow my family, Chris. But like you seem to be following along in your father's footsteps. Con man through and through.
You know, Eve put me in the hospital, Chris.
Eve did this to you?
Yeah. With a pen, just like she stabbed my father.
Julie, I find it hard to believe that Eve's goal in life is to get rid of the Devlins with writing utensils.
Julie didn't stab herself.
Were you there? Maybe it was an accident.
Yeah, and maybe when Eve sticks an axe in your head, you'll figure out she's a psychopath.
I want to hear Eve's version.
That guy's walking around with blinders
Well,
on.
it's obvious he has feelings for Eve.
If it were anyone else but Ramsey, I'd feel sorry for him.
If Chris can't see Eve for who she is, that's his problem. He can't say he wasn't warned.